Hello. How's your day going? Oh, no, the mic's working. I thought I forgot to turn the mic on. Thank you. I'm trying not to cry. My back is killing me. I really hurt it the other day, and I'm on so much ibuprofen. It's not even funny right now. I was like, maybe if I do a short live, I can get my mind off of it because I want to go in the pool, but it's really hard to get in there and not start swimming or doing something, and then it pulls my back more. I didn't do a video yesterday because the pain was too bad. I could not record. I still get high. The first time I felt at pool was I did carry something very heavy that morning, but I was fine. And then I went over a speed bump and it kind of jerked me left, right, like really badly. And I wasn't even speeding. And tears just started pouring out my eyes because the pain was so bad. I get so behind on the videos. It's crazy. Yes, but okay, so when I get in the pool, the problem is I don't know how to remember not to swim. I've gotten in the pool every day to help my back, and then I forget it's hurt while I'm in there, and I start swimming. And then by the time I get out, it's a billion times worse. So everyone's like, you can't go in the pool today and they wouldn't let me in yesterday. They're like, you're going to hurt yourself even more. It was on both sides, but right now it's just the right side of my back that's killing me. Well, I suffer from severe sciatica, but I haven't really had sciatica since I started keto. So it's definitely not the sciatica. It is definitely like I can feel the muscle tighten and twitch and people can see it. I've definitely pulled a muscle. I had sciatica so bad that I couldn't even crawl to the bathroom in the past, like before keto. It was so bad that I would literally try to crawl and pull myself on the toilet and I wouldn't be able to. That's what I think. That's why I'm swallowing the ibuprofens like there's no tomorrow, but I can only take so many a day. I slept a lot yesterday because of it. And I was all dressed because I thought, my head is shaking a lot today. I've noticed when I'm not in high ketosis, the nerve damage in my neck is so much worse and it just shakes like crazy. But I thought the pain was over and I was all dressed up and pretty and I was going to the mall. And then after I had my bra on for a few minutes, because that's the area, it sits right on there, the pain just was excruciating. I'm like, taking off all my clothes, throwing my bra on the bed, and I ain't going nowhere. The whole sciatic thing lasted for like 15 years for me, and it would just go out randomly, and I would be in so much trouble for 6+ weeks at a time. Plus, I had what is called a Dunlap syndrome. It actually has a real name for it, but I always forget what it's like paresthesis something. But on the left side, the sciatica was so damaged from my weight being so bad that I would fall. I couldn't stand for more than 15 minutes without my leg and whole left side of my body going numb. And the stupid neurologist said that there was nothing that could be done and I had to learn to live with that for the rest of my life. But once I found keto and lost the weight, that my body never goes numb on my left side ever again. Hello. So it's one reason I like to stay in high ketosis. It's the only time my head doesn't shake like crazy and I don't have to take all the Motrins and I'm not in pain everywhere. Well, the right side is if I pull the sciatic nerve. The left side was technically called something else. Girl, I feel for you when that happens too. I knew the pain. So I didn't make a video yesterday, so tomorrow's video will have yesterday's stuff and today's stuff in it. I kind of made, okay, so there's going to be a rant at the end of the video because I didn't mean to rant. It just snowballed downhill. So anyone who doesn't want to see my politics or anything, don't watch the end of tomorrow's video. And I warn everyone. I was so bored and so long for hours. And nobody who wants to see politics should not, like, if you don't want to see politics, you don't want to see Trump, never watch my TikToks. Hello. I just finished watching your video, Princess Ninja and Keto. I finished watching it and I'm like, I'm going to do a live because I'm bored. Okay, when my sciatica was so bad, my mom had to wipe my butt for me. I'm not going to lie. I could not do it. My body wouldn't turn, nothing. It was so embarrassing. Okay. This is me working. I've spent the day doing TikToks and now talking in here and catching up on everyone's videos. I swear, TikTok has pulled me down the rabbit's hole. I used to just watch and occasionally do a weigh-in, and now it's gone from keto to politics to conspiracy theories to my TikTok's a mess. Oh, yay. I am hooked on it. It's what I watch before I go to bed. I have tons of people I love watching, and then today I made so many videos, and let's just say people who don't like Trump will not like my TikToks. That's all I gotta say. I kind of got my Trump hat in today and was showing it off on TikTok. But to me, it's my place where I go to, you know, relieve my stress, to have fun. I laugh about almost all the videos I make because I'm just goofing off and having fun with it. I was kind of thinking about making a second channel. Keep my keto TikTok just keto and then one just that stupid and do those dances and all that crazy stuff they do on it. And I was totally dying when everyone thought they were going to ban TikTok. I was like, are you kidding me? Do y'all not know our president by now? He is a chess player. Okay. He's just setting it up where they have no choice but to sell it to an American company. There was no way it was going to be banned. And now Microsoft is buying it for $5 billion. Okay, you don't have to respond. Yeah, I got my flag with it. Like, if you like Trump, they have a really good deal. It's like $11 for the hat and the flag on Amazon. Of course, you know, I won't put it on. I don't want to make people all upset. But of course, I got my camo going on because I'm a Southern girl with my flag. My camera is really bouncing today. I don't know why. I don't know if y'all can see it bouncing, but on this end it is bouncing like crazy. So one of the comments I gotten recently, I think it's Lisa Freebird, if I remember the name correctly, is she wants us to do like a challenge together for me to like come up with my own and like for a week or so, but I'm only going to do it for 3 days, like eat the same foods together and see how it affects each person. I've been kind of thinking about that for a long time, but I can't do the egg fast with people and I can't do beef and butter. So I am trying to figure out my own little grouping of food that people would have to pick from if they want to do it. The only problem is nobody can eat the same foods, and especially with me. My list is very tiny. So that's what I'm trying to come up with today on what to stick on that list. I was thinking maybe cauliflower, broccoli, chicken breasts, chicken wings, maybe dark chicken. I don't know. Maybe chicken, broccoli, cauliflower, butters, collagen coffees. I don't know. So is anybody doing anything fun this week? Here, everything's mostly still shut down. That's not fun. I guess it's better than not working and not making any money. I'm crazy bored too. With my stupid back right now, I really, really wanted to go to Costco today, but there was no way. I really can't do nothing. I can't even go get in the pool until my back calms down. That's what I had for lunch was chicken wings. I like to buy the whole fryer one because I'm lazy and I can just throw it, a big piece in there at once. I'm like, the little ones, you have to flip each one individually, and I'm too lazy to flip all those. Oh, I got this new seasoning. It'll be in Mara's video, and it has stevia. I got it at Walmart. It has stevia for the sugar in it, and it's like a chili powder, and I hate stevia. My mother detests stevia, and I made everyone wings, and I took them wings, and my dad and my mom just loved it, thinking it's the best seasoning in the world. They want to put it on their like chicken and steak, and it's actually made for ribs. And I was like, it has stevia in it, and I couldn't taste it. They couldn't taste it. It was actually really good. And now I gotta see if Walmart has more. But it's in tomorrow's video. I totally showed the little thing to everyone. I was really surprised they had that. Usually they don't have anything good. I don't like the wheat one. I'm like Keto Diamond. I like the multi-grain one. But it did make my sugar go up. But I weighed more at that time and I was having way more issues. So right now it might not affect me the way it did last time. I wish I was ever at a job long enough that I could retire from it. But I don't have to make a lot of money. So I'm like, well, if I could just get these gigs and really make any, I'll be just fine. I don't have to make a lot of money. I was smart. Every single penny I had, I saved, and I bought this single wide home and put it on my parents' land because they didn't want me moving with my daughter anywhere. So it's completely paid off. I pay $800 a year, and that's property tax and insurance. Other than like $100 electric bill and $100 for the stupid internet, like I don't really have bills. So I'm like, I need a job that I could stay at home because I can't go out in the world right now. I haven't seen it, but I've been looking every time I turn Netflix on, I see it recommended. Okay, I love the bread with tons of Kerrygold butter on it, but I melted my butter and poured it all on it. And I fried it up with roast beef and cheese because I love roast beef and cheese sandwiches. Oh my gosh, it was so yummy. I haven't tried that one. Julian Bakery. I haven't heard of that one. I do like the solo one. It's in my freezer. I usually can eat it, but because I've been on this crazy cut that I don't touch it, I just leave it in the freezer. 28 years. Oh my goodness. I have issues. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I have serious issues with repetition. I have serious issues sticking with something day in, day out. Other than the movie theater, don't get me wrong. All my friends worked there as customer service supervisor. It was so much fun. That's the longest job I've ever had in my life, which was 5 or 7 years, somewhere around there. Everything else was just a couple months long. I did last as waitresses long time because it was totally different each time. But I have a keto is the first thing in my life that I enjoy and I love making videos about and something I'm passionate about. Everything else was a chore to me. Like I never could find something I was passionate about. Other than like I really wanted to be an actress, but I was like 368 pounds. No one was going to hire me because I was not a comedian. So that wasn't going to happen. But yeah, now I'm glad I'm not in Hollywood with all the crap going down there. But yeah, keto is the only thing I can say. Oh my goodness. Hello, Miss Sweet. I have not seen you in forever. Me and Sweet met on an online game 9 years ago, something like that. You know, I've heard a lot of people who work for Rick Hendricks literally stays there, like that it's a really good job. Welcome back. Yes, and I miss Florida to death. Between the hurricane, the virus, and all the uproar right now. We got lucky here in North Carolina where I live that we didn't lose any power. We got tons and tons of rain. We got trees that got knocked down. So those are got to get taken care of. Hello. Miss Ray. I use Ray on some of my other channels. Like I have a Jelly Ray channel when I used to record an online game I used to do. Wow. Now that trip, I would be all up for a trip. Yeah, I'm about 25 minutes north of Fayetteville, I think. As long as Fort Bragg isn't releasing. Okay, if Fort Bragg is releasing, then I'm over an hour from Fayetteville. Well, see, this always makes me a little nervous because usually when one hits this early in the season, November, we're going to get a bad one. Like, okay, everyone was like, oh my gosh, a hurricane's coming. It might be a 2. And I'm just like, if you knew how many hurricanes I've lived through, I mean, I lived through the one that wiped out Port Charles and Fort Myers, and we had no electricity for 6 weeks in Fort Myers. It's when I got pregnant with my daughter. And yeah, I've lived through so many hurricanes, it's not even funny. I remember when Raven Rock here in North Carolina had different trails and different creeks and everything through there, but a hurricane came through when I was 18 and rerouted the whole entire rivers and knocked down some of the rock, and it was crazy. Hello, welcome. I really suck at doing lives when I say I'm going to, because I've been saying I'll do them on Thursdays at 9, and I'm already passed out of sleep. So I'm like, I'm not doing that no more. Just when I'm lonely, bored, or whatever, I'm just going to get on and see who comes. So yes, Hurricane Charlie, I think, was the one that wiped the ones I'm talking about. Andrew took out a lot of Florida. And was it Fran? I think it was Fran. I don't know. I was 18 and they always marked me as 21 at the bars, and I went to a hurricane party. There was a bar called Pirates and a bar called Dick's at the time. They were across the street from each other. And I was jumping back and forth during that hurricane all night long. And when we finally said, oh, we need to get out of here because the roof just blew off the one bar into the parking lot of the other one, it was too late. The water was up past the doors and engines of all the cars. None of them would start. I tried to sleep in one of the bouncers' trailers that was behind the place. There was tons of us piled up into that trailer, and that was not happening. So we went back to the bar, and we got lucky, and the water didn't come up all the way to the pool tables. So we slept on the pool tables. There were tons of us. Can you imagine? We could have woke up, and the pool tables could have been covered, and I was pretty crazy at 18. Pretty crazy. I didn't think of consequences. I just thought of, let's have a big giant hurricane party. And I worked from this stupid woman. Like, she ran a restaurant and she had a generator. And she made us, even though the whole town was out of electricity, she made us work like 18 hours straight the very next morning. Like, I was tired and everything. It wasn't even my day to work, but yeah, it was crazy. I couldn't do fasting when I first started keto. The whole first 2 years, I would get really nauseous when I went past 15 hours. I would almost throw up. I would get a hot sweatiness like all over. I would feel like I was on fire, like something horrible was happening to me, and I would literally start throwing up. But now I can go 24 hours with no problem. Something in me switched. Just like right now, no matter what I do, I can't get into ketosis. I don't know what happened. I've always wanted to go to Crystal River. I was from Middleburg, Orange Park, Jacksonville area, Florida. Then we moved up here, and then I moved to Naples and Fort Myers, Florida for years. And now I'm back to North Carolina. I have to have my collagen, and I have to have my half tablespoon of butter in my coffee. I cannot drink it any other way. I've tried the black coffee thing when I fast, and now I've discovered I'm just going to dry fast, because during those hours, I don't want the black coffee. I don't want any of the broths. I don't even want plain water. I normally just don't have anything now. It's been a year since I was in Hawaii. I was supposed to go in February, and it got pushed off to March for my birthday, and then the virus hit, so I couldn't go. Which is really hard, because I'm used to seeing him for a month to 6 weeks every 6 months. It's been a year. I haven't seen him since August last year. Okay. Thank you for stopping in. Hey, Tammy. I haven't. There's only 2 collagens that I've had so far, because I'm so allergic to proteins. The 2 collagen that I use don't use the proteins I'm allergic to. And I started having issues. It was Preferred Elements. They were my favorite in the whole world, and they changed the recipe, and they changed their collagen. So when they did that, all of a sudden I started having issues, and I couldn't drink it without throwing up. A shipment has arrived, and I couldn't. It was making me really sick. So I switched to Perfect Keto, I think it's called, and I have no issues. They also use less MCT in it than the other one. I think MCT was bothering me. I noticed by these comments that they are probably not in the same order as y'all are seeing them. I always have lag, because I see comments that doesn't look like they should be behind each other. I did. Okay. So I freaked out about that, and I weighed them on the scale, and it is the same. They just changed they're claiming they just changed the look of the container. It's actually made different. At least that's what they're saying. It claims to be the same amount of ounces. So the Perfect Keto one is out of stock of the salted caramel, and they keep running out of stock of the vanilla, and it's kind of freaking me out, because anyone who's watched me knows for over a year I drink collagen every day. I don't know how to sort them. Let me see. Does this sort? No, that doesn't sort. I'm still no good with this streaming. I am using just the YouTube streamer. I cannot use OBS and stuff. I've tried. Okay, I haven't tried their chocolate. I do have it over there, but I haven't opened it yet. I was gonna finish all of these before I open another one, but I can't wait to try it. And that one they do seem to have in stock. Like, a lot of people's like, well, I can't afford the collagen. Well, guess what? I only eat breakfast. I don't eat lunch. I eat the one meal a day, and I usually don't eat any snacks, so I can afford it. Like it's my breakfast and lunch to me. Oh no, I'm so addicted to the salted caramel, so we will see. I will be honest, I cannot stand the taste of any of them until I put a pack of sweet and low in them because I hate stevia and I need to neutralize that taste. When I drink it without putting the sweet and low in there, I spit it out. Like I couldn't even control it. It just spit out of my mouth. It tastes amazing I know what I'm doing. I'm hitting the desk. That's what's driving me crazy. It tastes amazing putting the sweet and low in there, the one pack. I know, not clean, but I really don't care. See, I hate bone broth. I can't find one I like. And I definitely don't like the one you make yourself. My mom loves that kind of stuff, but I've never liked the texture, taste, like look of it. I'm really strange. I am an extremely strange, picky person. And you're seeing this, and the sun, when I lived in Florida, it's snow white hair. When I go to Hawaii, snow white hair. This is what the sun does. I am a natural blonde, but without the sun, I'm not a blonde. Like, it's weird. My hair will go as brown during the winter. It's why I dye it red, because I don't like it. I don't like brown hair on me. And okay, so now everyone can see. It's probably my internet. So tomorrow the new Samsung Note 20 is being unboxed. I usually watch those things every year, but I can't this year because I'm still paying on the Note 10. I still have a year, and I didn't get any extra money this year, so I will not be getting the 20. So I don't want to watch it, but Dino wants me to watch it with him. He wants me to wake up early, and he'll be waking up at 4 a.m. his time to watch the live unboxing of something I cannot buy. And I know I'm going to want to buy it because the magnification of the camera on it is insane. And I love photography and recording. And this, I sold all my cameras because the camera in this was better than all my expensive cameras. So, yeah, I don't want to watch it because I hate watching something I'm going to want and I can't have. It's on at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning. It's going to be live on YouTube, their Samsung channel. Usually it's this big, huge thing, but because of the virus this year, it's only online. Why do you keep fingers crossed? I'm so lost and confused. Yeah, I did lose some followers the other day when I talked about my political view, which I was pretty sure would happen. But see, I'm not judgmental. Even if I think someone shouldn't be a president, I'm not going to hate you because you want them to be a president, or I'm not going to hate you because your religion's different than me. I just don't get it. Okay, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to change any of that. I don't know where to even go to see. All I know is when I hit go live, there's a column to the right of me with people's live chats. Okay, it does say live at the top. Is there a way to make it? Yeah, it just says, even when I click those three things, it doesn't show top chats. Okay. Because you know I don't know how to do any of this stuff. That's all I know how to do. Okay. And I have an internet issue that causes me so much trouble. Like, I wanted to live stream my games when I go on GTA 5, and especially with the new Watchdog Legacy that's coming out and stuff. I was going to do it over on my Twitch, but that's not happening. My internet just really hates me. I was starting to think about maybe doing a chit chat over on Twitch too. Welcome back. I swear, this lipstick is not staying on me right today. When I first bought it, I love it. But now it looks like I have this liner going. I think it's because I'm drinking. I think it's slowly coming off, except it's not coming off the edges. It's looking strange. See, it's driving me crazy. Like, it's kind of hard for me to answer because it's coming in different orders, and all I can think of is it's my internet. And when I do these lives, sometimes when I get off the live and I go back and I look at all the comments, there are people there talking that never came across my screen. Like, my whole first live I did showed only one person, but there were so many people talking in that chat and no one was showing up. Just one. It was so weird. That's what I've been trying to do. Like, I just saw yours. OBS freezes so bad for me, and I don't even know how to make it work properly. If I can get it. Okay, so I think it's because I'm in my 40s now, but chat on my phone is too tiny for me to read now. The eye doctor says I don't need glasses, but I have a headache by the time I read something that small. Like, I'm seeing them come in order right now, unless I'm missing something. And when I'm live streaming, I have to turn off my TVs. I have to take all my phones off the internet. I have to, like, my tablet's tied to my internet, but I have to take it off because it will steal my internet and I won't be able to live stream at all. Not even a tiny bit. Like, it so messes it up. Do you even go in SL anymore? I didn't even think about turning it sideways. Right now it's working. Let's keep our fingers crossed it'll stay working. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm bored to death when I log in. I go in there and I do a tiny bit of shopping, and I have a Linden home, but I get bored. We just got tons of rain and some wind, like some trees came down, but we've been having trees fall down all week from the storms. Like, we have got some serious wind this year. I'm supposed to be building a fence that I designed myself using like 2x4s and those corrugate metals that you kind of see on people's roofs or their houses. And I'm making a privacy fence that way. However, with this whole virus thing, we can't find the supplies, or they're crazy price right now. Like, Lowe's has tripled their prices. It's insane. I don't really have friends left in there, though. Yeah. It's also to keep the deer out so they don't eat my vegetable gardens that I want to plant next year. I want to do herbs and do some strawberries. I want to hang strawberries up everywhere. And then I have tons of blackberry bushes and blueberry bushes. But the deer won't stop eating it. So this fence I'm making is super private. Like, part of it is 10 feet tall because I don't want no deer jumping through there and eating my stuff anymore. They just will not leave stuff alone. Like, okay, we got a handful of rabbits in the yard. We got deer. Now we got a baby pig running around. We don't know where it came from. Like, I don't know where all these animals have come from. Yeah, I've named the rabbits. They like come out every day. And we were going to get chickens, but then I'm like, it gets really cold here during the winter and can even snow. Like, we didn't get any of these things. They just showed up. I've never seen a pig in all the years of living here. I've never seen a baby pig come running through the yard. And people around here don't have pigs, so I don't know where it came from. It's a piglet, not a boar. I said boar at first because I didn't see it. My daughter saw it. She thought it was a dog chasing her. And then, because she's silly and she goes out at 3 a.m. every night to play with the kittens, and she went running and screaming, and there I was sound asleep, and my dad came running out, and he saw it too. He's like, it was not a boar. Because I really thought it was a boar. That would make more sense. Because we have those. Hello. How's your day going? Hello, welcome. I have never seen her here. I did get a message on her Instagram last night, but it was a link, and I don't know if it was actually her, or you know how those bots put weird links, so I was afraid to click it. Cows and donkey in your yard? Oh, girl, you can talk about anything. It's not just keto. That's why I didn't stick the word keto up in there today. It's just basically because I'm bored to death and want to run my mouth. Bye. Thank you for coming. Yeah, right now I'm not clicking any links. I'm having an okay day. My Motrin's finally kicked in because my stupid back's been doing the spasming today. Couldn't get in the pool, so decided to come run my mouth. My baby, I guess I'll show y'all. He sent me masks from Hawaii. I'm not into this whole mask thing, but of course I'm going to wear it. It is the law, and if it saves someone's life and my own, whatever tiny chance that is, so at least I have some pretty ones. Some of these I haven't even opened yet. So this is a darker teal. This one's more like a white-based one. He kind of went crazy. I told him, do not send this many. But does he listen? No. Fly to Hawaii. And then this one I like because it's so small compared to the others. It's weird. No one can tell if you're smiling or if you're being mean or whatever. It's just like, it's so weird. It's hard for me too. Thank you. It is so hard for me to wear a mask. And I have others in the car that he sent me. And then I got this one from Amazon. But they're all really big on me. Of course, I had to get the flag on it. So there were some on a website, Fabulous Nova or Fashion Nova. Oh my gosh. I didn't want to pay shipping, so I didn't buy them, but I wanted them. They are blinged out. They have all different kind of sayings on them, including the BICTH word, which I totally wanted, but then it would upset people, so I wasn't going to get it. They have a lot of blinged out ones. I was waiting for Victoria's Secret to get in on it because everywhere else is. Do I have my other ones over here? Yes, I got some from Kato's that came in the mail today. These ones are a joke. Okay, those over there are extremely thick. They might actually do some good. These are thinner than my panties. Okay, these aren't going to do any good. I can smell everything. I can blow anything out. I mean, they're pretty, but they're so thin. Like, so thin. Like, I'm going to keep these for the future so we can look back when I'm a grandma or something and really old and be like, well, you know, that evil time when all these horrible things were happening. Well, this is from that era. And look, is this made in China? Kato's, you didn't. You sent me something made in China. What? How? Wow. Girl, you better stay safe. Okay. So I tested negative and I have no antibodies in my system, but the doctor's office put me as positive because I had all the symptoms, even though I tested negative. Yeah, my uncle there in Florida, so him and his wife got it. For some reason, his daughter and son-in-law and the kids, none of them got it, even though they were all together when they probably contracted it. He was on a vent for 60 days. I mean, this is like in March he got it. He's still not fully recovered. He will have damage to his lungs, barely be able to walk. He barely can talk after all this time. I don't get how this is working. Yeah, your mom does not need it, or grandma. That's why I'm so scared for my family. Like my parents and daughter, I was told if they get it, we're in, like, they probably won't make it. So that's why I'm so freaked out. It's why I have so many masks. It's, even though I don't believe if it's, it really needs to be an N95, but you can't find them right now. I still don't get how it works. I don't get how 100 people can be standing side by side, all experience like everything, and only one of them walk away with the virus. I know your husband needs to be very careful. Yeah, I can imagine. But also, I actually know some people, and it's not by, heard of this or heard of that. It's actual people who went to get the test done and they did not get it done. And I'm hearing this story all over the place. They didn't get it done because the line was too long, and they were called and told they tested positive, but yet they never actually had the test done. Well, okay, my dad's friend just died. Just stood up and died. Literally. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so my dad's friend literally that was Dino. He literally stood up and died the other night. And they think it was an aneurysm, but they don't know because they're not going to do an autopsy or anything. But it is really frightening how many people will die from the virus because he was too scared to go to the doctor. He hadn't been feeling that great, but he didn't want to go to the hospital or doctor and get the virus. So he might still be alive if he wasn't so scared, but I understand being so scared. My daughter has not been met to the doctor since March. My dad and them don't go to the doctor because it's too dangerous. I had to cancel tons of tests, and the doctors canceled them because they're not seeing patients. So how many people will die of not the virus, but because they couldn't go to the doctor? Yeah, it's really bothered me too that he died. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm always sad when someone dies, whether I know them or not. But it's the whole point as he was standing there talking and fell to the ground, he was dead. There was no way to save him, which probably means he had an aneurysm because that's how quite a few people in my family died. But to be alive and then just dead out of nowhere, that seems to shake me and bother me for a while. Like, and that was my dad's best friend. He taught all the time. He came over here shooting all the time because we have a gun range, and he lived down the street. And now he's just off the face of the planet. And it is really bothering me. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it shouldn't, like, he wasn't my best friend, but it's something I can't stop thinking about. But it might be because in December, one of my friends that I was supposed to get to spend time with again one day died of a drug overdose. A few hours earlier, there he was in my inbox, and then the next morning I'm told he's dead. And it keeps making me think of that and think of the other friends who was there and then just wasn't. like, I don't like to think about death, but for some reason, probably because there's so many people dying from the virus and all the hate going on and people are dying, it just seems to be haunting all my nightmares lately, and it's driving me crazy. My anxiety is kicking in. Well, he wasn't having trouble breathing. He did have an aneurysm in his body, and he was told he could live years with it. It was inoperable. At this time, because of the virus, they weren't doing operations. And they said he should be just fine. So that's why I think it was the aneurysm. I think it finally just busted. My dad has pulmonary embolism. He's on 3 different blood thinners, and he has been since January, and hopefully it's gone by now. But because of the dye will destroy the tiny bit function left of his kidneys, he cannot have the scan to see if it's gone. So he just has to keep taking all these meds and praying that they absorb it. Oh my gosh, 2829 with a heart attack. It's what scared me into going keto, that thought that my generation would end up dying before our parents. Like, they would live longer and we would die in our 60s. Because technically the guy who just died, was only 8 years older than me. But that's what made me go keto. Like, when I was in that heart doctor's office and he said the walls of my heart was hardening, they were worse than my mom's, because was her doctor's office. I was moments away from congestive heart failure. He thought I would be in the ER within a few days. My diabetes was out of control. I couldn't stand a walk because of the nerve damage. And I have to admit, this game that I played, Second Life, you had this beautiful avatar. Everyone thought I had the cutest, sexiest voice in there. I was very popular, and I looked hot as an avatar. And I never thought, even though I tried Weight Watchers and tried every diet you could ever think of, I finally gave up and just played that game and said that's where I was going to be popular. That's where I was going to be pretty. That's where people were going to like me. But when the doctor told me all that, I was like, I don't want to die and my friends were only online. I don't want to die and the only mountain I climbed was inside a game. I don't want to die and the only beautiful jean skirt I ever wore that was tiny was inside a game. I wanted to live and live longer and be healthy. And now all that's cured. I don't have hardening of the heart. It actually got reversed with keto, which is very, very impossible, I've been told. But I'm on my second scan and it is still no more hardening of my heart walls. And I don't have to be the avatar. Like, when I go in there, yes, she's skinnier than me. But when I go in there now, I don't think she's prettier than me. And Little Miss Sweet played this game with me for years too. So she knows what I'm talking about me. Like, I was the queen of the voices in that game. And I felt like a different person the way people treated me. And that's who I feel like I was on the inside. Like, I was a fat girl. I was imprisoned by a fat girl. And I couldn't get out. But inside that game, I was out. I wasn't in prison while I was in the game. My personality as a cheerleader, as crazy as anything, came through because no one was judging me because of the trappings that I was in. And for the first time in my life, sure, I want to lose 20, 30 more pounds, but I'm okay with my body. If someone wants to talk smack to me or think I'm in a cage, then I don't know what to tell them, because I think I'm beautiful and I like what I look like, and I don't need an avatar because they don't look prettier than me anymore, at least in my mind. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter if other people think otherwise. It just matters what's inside my brain. So my brain is finally caught up. My emotions, my happiness is all caught up with my body now. Like, we're all one instead of fighting against each other. Does anyone have that, or am I just crazy? Is that just a me thing? Girl, and you have the most beautiful voice. I love when you sing. Hello, darling. I didn't know you were home. Are you still waiting for the bus? My baby, you weren't supposed to be in that chat. You weren't supposed to be hearing my little mouth run. Baby. He must be on his phone because he's taking forever. Thank you. I don't even know if he obviously can hear me because he answered me. There we go. Oh, okay, you're on the bus. I love you, honey. But yeah, y'all will see in tomorrow's video how much I love my little outfit I was wearing earlier. Like, I thought I was looking really cute. I actually can't sit here much longer because my back is starting to throb so bad that I barely can breathe. I have taken so many ibuprofen and it has helped a lot on the muscle, but I can literally feel it tightening and letting go right now in my back like someone is pinching me to death. Are you trying to make my cheeks turn as red as my lipstick? We were on Portal / I guess Instant Messenger. And I got to see the beach while he was standing in front of it today in Hawaii. And I was like, oh, I miss that ocean and those palm trees. Okay. I'll have to look into trying to find one. I always have issues with the added ingredients. All right, everyone. Thank y'all so much for coming to my crazy talk hour of me running my mouth about kind of stuff. The ibuprofen helped for a little bit, but it's starting to get time to take another one, so it's wearing off. But I'm just going to start randomly doing these instead of scheduling them. I know it doesn't work for a lot of people who work, but it's the only way I can do it. Sometimes I'm more confident than others. Like, I feel like talking. And other times I'm just like, I don't like what I look like today, and I don't feel like talking. Okay, bye, everyone. Thank y'all.